Hey guys, it's Lindsay with Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews. It's another Plan With Me video. I wanted to take you guys with me to show you how I plan our unit study. I want to show you guys real quickly to start off my purple trail planner. I have a flip through video. If you want to know what it looks like in the inside, I'll share everything with you guys in my planner in that video. I'll link it down below so you can watch it after. So this is the important dates section, and as you can tell, it has all of the months. And I like it because it gives you a lot of room to plan your unit study. So I shared in another video the animal unit study for the summer for June and July, and I will link that down below. So after you watch the solar system one, if you want to check that out, I will have that available. So let's get started. So the astronomy unit study, and this on this page and then on this page, I will be having the home library books that we'll be using, the library books that we go get, and I actually go to the library website and I just check out the books that I think my kids would be interested in, and then when I get there, I look at all the books, and then I return the books that I don't think they would like, and I keep the books that I think they would like, and it's a really great way to check them all out before you bring them home. I have the objectives here that I'll fill out soon, and then field trips will be here. I actually found a place locally that you can actually look at stars at night, and that is going to be fun. And I think it's on the weekend, so my husband can join us. And then the materials I will list down here. And this is just for August, you guys, so we will be doing the solar system for all of fall, so I have ample room. I'll have 2 pages for each month. And then over here, I will be putting all of our Netflix and YouTube and Amazon videos that pertain to space and solar system. The documentaries, they're not really into that much, but any fun like movies or shows that are educational and talk about solar system things, I will put right here. And then the art and activities, I will be like researching on Pinterest, and so far I thought of doing a paper mache moon, which would be really fun. I remember doing paper mache when I was a kid and I loved it. It's very messy and I know the kids will like it. And then a solar system model, something that maybe will be hanging from like a little cardboard circle, and I think it'd be really fun to make and hang it with string and have it hanging from our little homeschool room area. And then the notes section, the same with our animal unit study. I just ask the kids questions and they'll dictate to me like what their favorite character is in one of the read out loud books that we read, or what their favorite moment was when we were learning about the solar system. I'll do fun questions like what planet would you live on, and would you want to be an astronaut, some fun questions. And then in a little section here, I'll have some of our really fun memories for the month of August, and then I'll go ahead and redo that, not the objectives, but the books that we read for September. So we do this unit study very casual, very spontaneous, and I just have this available for me to look at so that I know, okay, this is what we did for the fall, and then I could see all the resources I have, and then by next year when we are evaluated with our homeschool evaluator, we'll have all the information here, all the books that we read, and it'll be a really good place to have all of our records available for that person to look through. So we'll make it very easy for them. Alright, so this is my expandable folder that I got from Aldi's last year, and they actually have them. They're very pretty. I don't know if they have this color, but they're $3.99, and I'm going to organize this eventually and put labels of the unit studies, and then you can put your kid's name or the grade levels and their subjects. It's perfect to put all of the printables like these for the solar system. I just printed them out and I just put them in a section where I thought our astronomy section should be, but when I get it labeled, it'll be a lot easier. I have a little poster from the Dollar Tree that I got, little side note, and so I'll be putting that up. And then eventually I have a chalk wall that I made, and I'll show you guys a homeschool room tour, so stay tuned for that. I keep on saying that, but I'm going to be doing it soon so you can see. And if you're lucky, maybe in this video I'll put how I drew the chalk art on our wall. I'll attempt to. And then this is a little science folder. It's from the Dollar Tree. I don't know if I want to keep it in this or not. We did our space rocks observation, and we just wrote all of the names of the rocks and how they felt and what they look like. And our little rocks that we got were from a subscription box, and these are really awesome rocks. They included this little baggie with all the rocks and the magnifying glass. And we have 2 magnifying glasses in here because my kids like fight over the magnifying glasses, you all probably know with your kiddos. And so here are the rocks that they have in here, and it's a really great little subscription box. I will link that video of us unboxing it and what we got in it. So yeah, that's what I'm using. this little folder for right now, or binder. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, and then I'll store the printables in them. So some of them I want to laminate, some of them I want to cut out, some of them I want to just post on my wall or refrigerator. So this is a poem. I want to incorporate poems in this unit study, so I have a the new kid on the block, and I'll just tab, like I tabbed one here with a rocket ship on it. I don't know if the poem's about rocket ships or not, but I'm assuming it has something to do with rocket ships. Anything that I could find in my poetry book collection, I will tag with these little tags. Let me see if I can show you guys my little tags. I have these little tags like here, and I have these big ones to write things in, and then I have these little tags that I love. They're clear. So that's what I do when I'm planning. I take the books that I have in my home library and I tab things. So I can go directly to them without having to search for it while I'm trying to teach the kids. So this is a poetry moon phases poem that I got online, and I'll try to link everything I can. This is for my older daughter. And then for my son, I did I'm a Little Rocket, which is I'm a Little Teapot, and my daughter loves this as well. I thought that this would be so cute. We're actually going to have a poetry tea time at my house once a month because I love Julie Bogart and I love reading things to kids. And my friends that homeschool are going to come over for poetry tea time once a month, and then she's going to come over, or we're going to go over to their house to have science experiments. So we will be able to exchange with each other some really fun little co-op classes. Just with our little kiddos, we'll have 4 kids all together, so that'll be fun. Our indescribable devotions we do every morning. I'm kind of going to show you guys within like what the order is of our day. So I just tabbed, as you can see, like all of these. Sorry, it's kind of dark. It's at nighttime. I tabbed all of these in here. So let me go to the beginning of the book. I've showed a flip through so you guys can see specifically what they talk about. And I will link it up above for you guys. So space gives you all those pages. So I kind of flip through them and I just tab the ones that I want to do. There's a lot of them. So faster than light, this is kind of like an example. So we will read this at least 2 to 3 times out of the week for the solar system, because I like other Bible stories as well. This is a printable I got from buggyandbuddy.com. I thought it was so awesome. My moon journal. I've seen some that are just a week long, which might be better for my kids, but hey. And then we'll do it along with the Oreo cookie little fun activity. And then I found this on totschooling.net, which is a great free printable website for preschoolers. So this is more for my preschooler, but my daughter will probably like it too. I'm going to laminate this, and then they could put the solar system in order. And then I have one for my daughter that's a little bit more, you know, not so little kid-like, but she likes those. This is a game that I got. I wanted to find a little fun game. This was a free printable I got by signing up to receive her newsletters, and I think it's called mamafun.com. I have more printables here, and I'll share with you guys what the website is. I'll link them all down below. This is a printable by 123 Homeschool for Me, and she always has great resources, so I will link her website down below. There's hole punching constellations, so we just got a hole puncher from one of our friends in the mail, Wendy. She actually writes the Tales of Buttercup Grove, and she sent us a hole puncher for activity of hers. And so this is going to be awesome. We have it. They'll be able to punch holes in there, and they love doing that. And then they put a flashlight through it in the dark room, and they see the constellations, which will be fun. So I have one for each of them to do, so they don't fight over it. And then this is a really good one for my son, to have him form the solar system word, and then my daughter, I'll have her do this or she could write it down here. And then they're very like intricate little artwork pieces from 123 Homeschool for Me. It's called Fun with Mama. This is where I got the game, and then the information cards about the solar system. So these are really good. And I thought it would be good to have little information cards. I'll probably laminate it. And then this, I didn't mean to print out, but this will be good for my son. He's learning his numbers. So this would be a great way to have him learn his numbers, and then he'll put together this planet. And then I got this one, Solar System Planet Order. I don't know if I'm going to laminate. Maybe I'll have her, I don't know if she'll cut and paste it, or I'll probably have her just reuse it over and over. I won't laminate it though, so she could put the planets in order. So that is what I have so far. And I didn't want to do too many printables because you can get a little carried away with Pinterest. But all of these I found online and on Pinterest. And so I just wanted to show that to you guys to let you guys know everything that I get is pretty much free online. I try not to spend too much money on things, especially since the kids are so young. This is a really good resource called the Osborne Step-by-Step Drawing Book, and I will probably link it down below for you guys. I got this thrifted. I get a lot of questions, oh my gosh, how do you buy all this stuff, or this is so much money, but you guys, I thrift a lot of these things, and I know I say it in these videos. I don't want to make you feel like, oh, you have to buy all these things. These are just ideas. This is the whole reason why I do YouTube, so I could show you guys ideas and give you free resources and encourage you guys to thrift because it's really, really fun. So they drew this today in their sketchbook, the alien, and then there's a rocket, and they show you step by step. So the cool thing about this is you could reuse this book and have them just draw in a sketchbook. And I was planning to have my daughter just draw in here, but it kind of is a good way to just reuse this throughout the years. And this is how to draw an astronaut. And all the way in the back is this is so cool. This section here, this little row right here is my home library and what I have accumulated throughout the years, or what I've been gifted, or what I have gotten thrifted. But you guys, I have not purchased all of these, so don't feel like you have to get these. These are books that you can probably get at the library, or some of them you can. So you do not have to purchase all of the unit study books. I just happen to have these. This is the Osborne Children's Encyclopedia, and I don't think I tabbed it, so I need to tab this. The meteors, this came with the Rockin' Discoveries package that I got in the mail, and my kids love this. These are really good. You can get this for $3.95 on Amazon, or you could just go to your library. I also have First Space Encyclopedia, which is all about the planets and the stars, and there's so much information in here, and it's going to be a very, very resourceful book to use. This will be our main staple that we use. And then this will be just a fun book that I got from, it's the Cat in the Hat learning library, and this is all about the solar system. And there are lots and lots of really great facts and information in here, and I thought this would be just a great way to incorporate a fun way of learning about space for my preschooler. This is a very good book that I got along with the Rockin' Discoveries in the subscription box. I will try to link that video where I unboxed everything, but this is in 1786. She became the first woman to discover a comet. She was the first woman ever to be paid for scientific research. So her brother was into it, and so she used to just kind of take care of the house, and so she started working alongside with him and learning how to study the stars, and it's a really good book. I read through it. It's very, very good. And then I have this What Makes Day and Night. It's just a cute little book that I thought would go along with what we're learning that I got a while ago. And then this book is called Where. I have Where, What, When, and How, and Who. And then I need to tab some of these. Where do the stars go during the day? And there's a bunch of little stories to talk about. I got this from my friend Charlize from Sodbuster Living, and she gave me a bunch of Magic School Buses series, and every time I do a unit study I always try to pull from my collection of Magic School Bus, so this is going to be really fun because we'll also be able to watch the video. And then this is the Osborne Book of Science Activities, and I'll just tab all of the science activities that have to do with sound waves and things that have to do with space and light. I'm also going to be using the National Geographic Book of Nature Poetry, and I did a flip through. I will link it down below. This is one of my favorite books I got free at a homeschooling meeting, and there's a table with a bunch of free books, and I grabbed this. I love this. And this is going to talk about in the sky, so there's lots of poetry to read about that have to talk about the moon and the stars and everything. So this is a really good book to have in your library. They also have an animal one. Alright, so that's all of the books for the home. And then we have the Solar System Floor Puzzle, which is just like Melissa and Doug, but it's by Pottery Barn. So this is my library stack. Real quickly, I want to share with you guys what we're going to be reading for our chapter books. Right now, we're reading No Children, No Pet, a book that was given to me from Bookshark, and we are loving it. So after that, we're going to read Magic Treehouse, Midnight on the Moon. And this book will only take probably a couple of days because we read these Magic Treehouses pretty quick. This is more of a book that is for, I guess, an early reader. like a second grade level, I think. So we read these really, really quickly. And then I thought this would be fun. The Magic School Bus chapter book, Space Explorers. I did not know that they had this. So I'm going to read this and then hopefully, like I said, show them some Magic School Bus space little shows on Netflix. This is Curious George Discovers Space, and I was really surprised about how much information was in this little book. And they show the solar system here, and it was a pretty long book for a preschooler, but my kids liked it, and they showed a lot of real pictures. They talked about satellites and the Mars rover. Over here is the star stuff. This is a picture book. I got the Mousetronaut, which I thought was going to be super cute. I've seen some of these books I grabbed because I saw it on Pinterest, and I thought that these would be very good picture books for my kids to read in our morning baskets. And then I got Man on the Moon, which looks really fun. I think my preschooler will like it a lot. And then last but not least, I got You Decide to Go to the Moon from the library.